Thor, you're a fucking idiot, bro. Why does she look?
Dude, this is crazy!
Why does she look?
Holy guacamole! Oh, this is what Nikita's gonna hear when I'm done with stream. And I'm like, okay, it's time to lock in. And then he's gonna hear some like basketball like dribbling. It's time to lock in, guys. It's time to lock in. You can't jump that high. That is exactly how high I can jump, honestly. Oh my god. Dude, this art is so fucking sick. I'm not gonna lie. Your Filipino genes won't help you, dummy. Excuse me, my Filipino genes are making me good at basketball. Excuse me. It's in my blood. The only reason why the Philippines is not in one of the top basketball like players is because we have a height diff. But once that's gone, Philippines is number 1. On God. On God. I shit you not. I shit you not. Oh no shit, why am I...
Golpe, con rapidez. Bueno. Este manejo de ciudad que es fundamental.
Con 360.
German restart.
I have a question. Do they have to dribble anytime that they like move the wheels?
B-neck. Beautifully done.
Front of the chair, but picked up by Sagar. He's at the foul line. Bywater spins, and Bywater's got the path to the basket now. Bell gets in his way, but too late.
Damn, they're really... Demi after trying to jump it. Oh, shut up! Yo. Is there a roach? Is there a cockroach? Oh my god! That is such a valid reaction. That's the death fucking animation. Oh my god, her ass cheeks, dude. This is so... I can't. Yo!
How do you shoulder peek in this game? Something coming through the window for sure.
Guys, this just reminded me. Did you guys see the Jinxie CS tourney? Did y'all watch that? I watched that. Brother, ain't no way. I'm so... Yo, this is with all respect. I cannot believe all the CS team. The literal people, their main CS game. They play it almost every single day. Loses first. Oh my god. Nah, bro. Nah, no, that is insane. Ain't no fucking way. High ping? Nah, bro. On it. Oh my god. Donna doing worse than on it. And then she started talking shit to Anna as if Anna didn't actually get some kills at least. Holy shit, dude. That shit was so rough. Actually, so rough. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was so rough, bro. Yo, people were so toxic in her chat. Oh my god, it was horrible to watch. It was absolutely like hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Why the same food costs double in the UK? I wanted the same fucking thing. I wanted the same goddamn fucking thing, bro. I really do wanted the same fucking thing. Everything here is so fucking expensive. It's not because of Brexit. Oh. Oh.
The exact same packet of biscuits costs €1.30 in a German supermarket. Here, the same biscuits, £2.10. Same product, same recipe, same factory floor
Do not forget that £2 is more expensive too, isn't
in
it?
Central Europe, same production line, same lorry to the warehouse, same wrapper even.
I love digestives. Is it just me? I absolutely love digestives.
The only thing that changed is the checkout that you're standing at. Not because it costs more to ship.
They're banging,
the UK
bro.
charges 0 VAT on most food goods. They charge more because they calculated you're a sucker and you'll pay for it. And
No. No. Is that really the reason why? It's not some bullshit. It's actually just because they just want to.
when somebody tries to buy these biscuits cheap in one country and then sell them in another, which you know is the whole point of a free market and how it's supposed to work, the company cuts off the supply. The EU caught one of them doing exactly this. They fined them €337 million. That enforcement doesn't apply here, and nobody in the UK has picked up the baton. Hey, I'm Andy, and this is the fine print, and I've spent the last few weeks
What?
following your food bill from the checkout
What surveillance pricing? What's that? Oh my
all
god.
the way back to the boardroom. And what I found was a system that takes money from both ends. You pay more, farmers get less. Held in place
Oh.
by regulators who can't be bothered and politicians who keep having dinner with the people charging you double.
Bro! This should not be legal! Personalized pricing so then they can make you pay maximum amount that you're willing to? Is that actually a thing? I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared.
In 2024, a man named Jordan Cox booked a return flight to
Hi,
Istanbul.
Clogrip.
33 quid. He packed an empty suitcase and then walked into a Turkish supermarket.
These are like extreme levels of capitalism that I am, it's getting me anxiety. I'm not gonna lie.
And bought the exact same products, the same branded products that you find in any Tesco's. We're talking Heinz beans, Kellogg cereal, Oral-B toothpaste, Doritos. His shop came to a total of £34. That exact same basket in
That's
the
not
UK
bad.
and Tesco's, 89 after flights. After airports, after hauling a suitcase full of ketchup through customs, I bet that was an interesting conversation, the man was still 20 quid better off. I genuinely don't know whether that's funny or depressing. Bit of both, probably. Now, the easy response here
You know what? I thought that I was just a Filipino when I saw these prices. Genuinely. When I went to the UK and stuff and I looked at the groceries and I looked at how much things were, I thought that maybe I was like, oh wow. God, these foreign countries, am I right? Like I thought that I was like really Filipino and really Asian. You know what I mean? I was like, gosh, golly, they really you guys really gotta spend for your goddamn buck. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, you guys really have to spend for your food. And then I went to Germany. And I went to Italy. And then I went to Poland. Did I realize it's just the fucking UK? And it's so expensive here. Oh my god! I've never had to spend that much in groceries. Like, dude, you know, I'm earning good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a streamer. You know, I earn good pretty much. I average pretty good, brother. Never have I spent this much on food ever in my life.
It is, well, Turkey's cheap, the lira's collapsed, move on. Except these aren't Turkish products. They're multinational brands, and the price gap isn't limited to Turkey. Same beans cost less in Spain, same chocolate costs less in Poland, same cereal costs less in Germany. Countries with the euro, comparable wages, supermarkets that look exactly like yours. So who's deciding you should be paying more? Well, fewer people than you'd think. Kit Kat,
What?
Cheerios, Shreddies, Nescafe, Haagen-Dazs, that's all Nestle. Marmite, Hellmann's, PG Tips, Ben & Jerry's, Pot Noodle, they're all Unilever.
Oh, it's one of those like, oh, this one owner bullshit thingy. Okay,
Oreo,
anyway.
Toblerone, Philadelphia, all Mondelez.
Yep.
Walker's, Doritos, Quaker, PepsiCo, Heinz Beans, HP Sauce, Kraft Heinz. You see,
Yep.
that's a total of 5 companies. You walk down a supermarket aisle thinking you're choosing between dozens of competitors, and, well, you're not. You're choosing between just 5 corporations in fancy dress. And every one of them has looked at a map and decided, Britain's gonna pay more. In 2020,
Fuck this country, dude. Oh my god. I'm not even fucking British, but this is insane.
the University of Portsmouth and the charity Sustain did something the government apparently couldn't be bothered to do.
I think, is that my mic? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think so. I think it arrived, guys! I think it arrived! Oh my god! It did! It did! It arrived in time! I actually have it! Oh, thank you, God! Oh, thank you, God! Yes! Yes! Demi, when anything is outside... Guys, oh my god, I actually got it. Thank you, God, because like, it said in the website that it will arrive during my flight time. Literally same hour, same date, same everything. I was like, it arrived! Thank God! Thank God! Oh! Alright, this is coming home with me in the Philippines. Let's go.
They tracked everyday products from farm to checkout and worked out who actually gets what. A loaf of bread costs you £1.14. The farmer who grew the wheat spends about 9 pence producing it. Their profit? 0.09 of a penny. Less than
Bro.
1/10 of 1 penny. 4 beef burgers? The processor in the middle makes 10 times the profit the farmer does.
Hi, Foxy.
Milk? Farmers get 46 pence a litre. You pay £1.07. Every product they looked at, same story. The person who actually grew the thing barely registers. 1 in 5 UK farms didn't turn a profit last.
Yo. Nah. The hardworking people literally making genuinely our lives easier and everything, making us have food in our tables, and they're not even turning a profit? Nah. No way.
Yeah. These aren't people sitting on gold, they're selling below the cost of production, growing your food at a loss, getting up at 4 in the morning to lose money. And the companies buying their output? Well, you'd assume the supermarkets are pocketing the difference, right? Tesco's margins, 3.9%.
That's actually pretty fair, I feel like.
2.5%. That's not exactly yacht money. So the farmers get a fraction of a penny and the supermarkets get single digits, which does raise the rather obvious question, doesn't it?
Okay,
Where
so why
does
the fuck
rest
is
of
it so
that money-
fucking expensive?
There you go. The manufacturers. Nestle, Unilever, Mondelez, the companies in the middle, 15 to 18% profit margins. Nestle alone, 17%. Imagine you're a dairy farmer in Devon. Your costs are going up, your income's going down, you're selling milk for less than it costs to keep the cows alive. And then Nestle publishes their annual report. 17% on your milk that they bought from you for 46 pence. I'd be throwing the report at the wall, but that's just me. And it gets worse at the other end. The Trussell Trust handed out 2.9 million emergency food parcels last year. 46% increase in 5 years for families with kids. The Food Foundation worked out that eating the government's own recommended healthy diet, the diet that the government suggests you should eat, would cost the poorest fifth of households half of their disposable income.
Dude. And then how are they gonna be paying rent?
Half. For the wealthiest fifth, 11%. Farmers can't afford to grow it. Families can't afford to buy it. And between the two of them, well, Nestle's doing just fine, aren't they? Now, you'd hope someone in authority might have noticed this. A regulator, maybe. A politician with a functioning pair of eyes and 2 brain cells. Okay, that might be a bit hopeful. But I mean, they noticed. They just decided it wasn't their problem. Different
What?
prices in different countries. You might call that economics. All right, fine. But here's where it stops being economics and starts being something a lot less polite. If Cadbury chocolate is cheaper in Germany than it is in Belgium, what stops a German wholesaler from buying a load of it and selling it across the border?
Right.
In theory, nothing. That is the whole point of a single market, isn't it? In practice, Mondelez stops it. May 2024, the European Commission fines Mondelez 337 million euros, 22 anti-competitive agreements over 14 years. They told wholesalers to charge more on exports. They cut off a German trader to stop him selling into 4 other countries.
What?
They severed supply in the Netherlands to stop products reaching Belgium. That's what's happening here. A bloke in
What?
Germany spots the obvious. Same chocolate here is cheaper here, expensive next door, and tries to do what any market should allow. And Mondelez picks up the phone and says, yes, we're not selling to you anymore. Bye-bye. And they weren't even the first to get
How
caught.
is this
In
legal? I
2019,
don't
AB
understand how this is literally okay to do. I don't get it.
InBev, that's Stella Artois and Budweiser.
This
and
is
if
not
you
even
wanna-
capitalism anymore. This is a straight greed. Capitalism is just for like, you know, it's not even like helping the other people.
I
It's not even
understand
helping like
how much of a farce
rice
this
margins
is.
anymore.
Stella Artois and Bud are made by the same people. Got fined
God, classic Twitch. It is. It isn't.
200 million for the same trick with June.
I love when that happens.
Jupiter
That
bit.
is like genuinely one of my favorite things when I say something and then you see like, it is, it isn't. No, what? It's true. That's false.
It's made in the same brewery. It's the same liquid. They just changed the label so people couldn't spot it so easily. Different sticker, higher price. Creative. I'll give them that. The EU found these practices cost consumers 14 billion euros
SVD, I think
a
it's
year.
10
8
months. Much
countries
love.
are pushing for a ban. We
Hello.
don't have an equivalent enforcement mechanism, which would be fine if anyone here was doing their job instead. But the CMA, our lot, the Competition and Market Authority, hasn't opened an investigation.
What?
What they did was arguably worse. During the cost of living crisis,
Right.
the CMA investigated grocery prices. They found supermarket margins had actually fallen under 2%. All right,
Wait. It fell?
but they're not the villains here. Then they found that 75% of branded manufacturers in certain categories had raised prices faster than their costs. Okay,
You know, if I'm being honest, I genuinely thought it was the groceries. I did not know that these like manufacturers or whatever needed that much more money. I thought it was the groceries that was gonna be like a little bit more greedy. Wow.
in English, it didn't cost them any more to make, they just charged you more anyway. Costs go up 8%, prices went up 12%. That gap, pure profit, dressed up as inflation. The CMA published this. They noted that supermarkets have less bargaining power against big branded suppliers, which is a very polite way of saying even Tesco's has to do what Nestle tells them. Then they closed the file. No enforcement, no
What?
fines, no referrals, just a PDF somewhere and presumably a long lunch. There's also the Groceries Code Adjudicator, a regulatory body